Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good morning. So today, as I mentioned, gonna try a little something new. Gonna do a little bit of just chatting, and then afterwards, hop into some Mighty Party stuff as we usually do. Not sure if I'm gonna continue perhaps this particular format of the whole just chatting. This is my first time doing it, and it might potentially be my last time. But yeah, so well, let's just chat about some stuff, I guess. So the two things I did want to cover today are, well, one are reasons why I am streaming, and then two, do a deep dive into HelloFresh. So there's kind of two random things that are going on in my life. So yeah, so I've been streaming for about 9 months or so, and only recently have I just started integrating some things, learning about the technical stuff, trying to learn more about the community, check out some more games, things like that. I don't game too much, but I do like, hanging out with people, learning things, trying stuff, doing new stuff. Whoa, what's going on there? And so, yeah, so originally the reason why I started to stream the stuff that I do now. So currently right now I stream Mighty Party. It's a kind of mobile card strategy game. And I was doing it because there weren't too many people, if any, that were doing consistent streaming for that particular game. I know that there have definitely been some gameplay videos by people from all over the world, in bits and pieces where people are just doing things like, just, oh, I'm going to play some levels, or I'm going to do some, I'm do some battles and things like that. And I want to focus really more of kind of like an educational format, and then also just kind of showing people how the game was like. So that is why I was doing that. I'm still kind of doing that to an extent right now, but I think as I've been doing this more and more, the reason for why I've been streaming has changed. So it has changed a little bit from kind of just explicitly just giving information to people to more of kind of like an outlet for communication. Twitch and the internet to a greater extent are, they're platforms where folks are able to kind of share who they are and then also kind of exchange ideas. And so that is what I'm trying to kind of leverage and develop as not only are we here, but also because of, what's going on in the world in terms of pandemic and, just how our lives are definitely changed and affected. So that is pretty much why I am doing streaming. I think, again, as time goes by, our reason and I guess our motivation for streaming will change. And yeah, I can't wait to see what will happen in the future in terms of what things are going to be like, not only in the world, but also in the community that we have here. And yeah. Also, I mean, I'm also streaming just because I feel like I need to learn something new. I mean, you gotta be able to kind of challenge yourself and also just develop, and again, really just being a part of Twitch and the community, just being able to see how people's lives are like, what kind of makes them tick, what they enjoy, and just other things that you haven't seen before. So, I mean, there's a lot of value in just being able to participate in that kind of setting. So there's that. So kind of on I guess a less serious note, we're going to talk about HelloFresh. So our family recently just tried HelloFresh, and it's been certainly an experience. This is not an endorsement for them in any kind of way. But yeah, just kind of breaking down the experience that I've had so far. So for anyone who doesn't know what HelloFresh is a kind of food delivery system. There's another player out there that does it. I think it's called Blue Apron. And so what happens is they send food to your home, and they're kind of like pre-packaged meal kits. And for them in particular, for HelloFresh, what they do is they have food that's either kind of wrapped up. So what we've seen so far wrapped up has been the meat and vegetables, and then the things that don't need to be wrapped up, like apples or lemons. Those come into the box along with kind of like a freezer package. that will actually allow at least some cold meats to be delivered. So they have that. They also have these kind of meal prep cards. So they have this one here, for example. This kind of shows you what you can kind of expect the food to look like. And then they also have here the other ingredients mentioned. On the back, there is a kind of preparation kit that they'll say. So they here over on the, is it this side? Yeah, this side here. So this side here, they will say, okay, hey, this is what you should need in order to actually make them. So for example, this one here says large pot, strainer, large bowl, baking sheet, basically stuff you need to get ready for your kitchen. So once you do that, then you do prepare the ingredients. There are a lot of steps on this particular card. This one here says the prep time is 10 minutes. The cooking time is 35 minutes. The prep time is definitely longer than that. Cooking probably is going to be at least 2 or 3 times that, just because there is a lot of stuff to do by hand. For example, here it says you have to dice potatoes, boil water, 4 meatloaves. Wow, this is quite the stuff. So I've been doing that for, this is probably the 2nd week. And right now our fridge is full of these meal kits. And so just been working on those. I think for the most part, they've been pretty good in terms of taste. Not really sure in terms of value because I haven't really looked at the pricing per se. And like I said, we are just trying this out for a little bit. I'd say overall it's good just because being introduced to newer types of foods and dishes. Normally, when I'm at home, I just pop up something in the microwave or go get takeout, and I mean it works for me. Probably not so much for my. It's probably not as healthy as it can be, but for my particular lifestyle, it is. It's all right. So there's definitely some variety in these meals too. This one, see the one I'm looking at right now. This is potatoes. This one here is, was it hamburgers and potatoes? Then we got pork loin, and then we have here, this one is a chicken and kind of chicken mixed greens dish. I've actually made this one on the last kit, and it's pretty good. It doesn't look like that for sure, but I guess we can try. So that is what we are doing now. Hey, Felix, how's it going? Good afternoon. Oh, you know what? I don't have the thing anymore because I changed the thing. So I can't really do the shout out stuff. Oh. Yeah, I recently changed the chat because there was an incident yesterday where I didn't know how to use the modding stuff, and so as a result, I let some things slip through, and that is not what we're trying to do. We're trying to make this a kind of, inclusive environment and not offend and be mean to other people. So gonna have to, my setup's kind of weird. I'm still looking on ways to actually get things fixed in terms of presentation and accessibility and a whole bunch of other stuff. So that'll be working in the meantime. So I think that's pretty much gonna be it, at least for the just chatting portion. I also see right now that my whole setup is frozen. Okay, so probably in this case, gonna have to potentially either restart or bring this, oh no. What am I gonna do? Oh, you know what? I'll probably have to change that setting. That's what'll happen. Okay. That's not good. How's my week going? My week's going all right. I mean, let's see. What's been going on? Mostly just work right now. Going to be hanging out with some folks later on today. There is a problem at my stream. Yeah, it says I've been disconnected. And it is reconnecting right now. Hopefully you guys can hear that. If it is a little choppy, again, this is the first time that I am doing this particular setup. So that is why we're running to some difficulties. Okay, great, we're back. Awesome. So my week's been all right. I've been mostly at home, just been doing some, I've been working throughout the week. Things have changed a little bit at work, and I don't know if I'm going to like the changes per se. Really just, sometimes change is scary. So trying to think of the best case scenario, trying to be optimistic, but again, also you have to be prepared for some things that we might not be ready for. So there's that. And yeah, what is my job? I don't know if I'm at liberty to say what particularly my job is. I do a lot of computer stuff, and I've been doing that for a little bit. So yeah, not really sure if I'm going to be continuing doing that. You know, this is definitely a time to actually reflect and figure out what direction life is going to be. So yeah, this will be a time, as mentioned, to kind of think about that. And I mean, it's also a little bit weird too, because things are definitely changing in other people's lives. And I don't want to change merely because other people are changing. I mean, I definitely want to be motivated and have that drive to do something, whatever that something may be. So yeah, so I guess that, like I said, that is going to be it for the Just Chatting. Didn't have too much for today. Didn't actually time and see how long it was going to be either. But again, we'll expand more into it and also get things a little bit more tidied up as we head into the future here. Okay, so yeah, so that being the case, we are also, as mentioned, going to do some Mighty Party stuff. So let's actually head over into that. Okay, actually got to log into the account here. Oops, oh no, not what we want to see. Okay, so we're going there, and yeah, Felix, if I remember, you're still in school right now, from what I understand. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm trying to engage with all the viewers, as few as there may be. So, all right, cool. Yeah. We actually have a holiday from work on Monday because of Martin Luther King Day. So, gonna be able to take some time off, and I'm really not sure. I don't have too much on my agenda for. Don't really do anything on a Monday. I guess I hang out with some people, but that's really it. Okay, well, we're here. Guess I might as well fill in what is going on for the whole Mighty Party stuff. So yeah, so currently we are on day 2 of the world event. Maybe stream. Yeah, we'll see what content is available. If we end up actually finishing the world event today, then there'll probably be no reason to stream. I guess we probably could do another one of these Just Chattings. And again, just change the whole format layout and think of some more topics to come up with. Okay, so let's get into the space. All right. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. Okay, great. Okay, and now we're on the roadmap right now. We're currently in day 2 of the world event. The other videos for the world event are on YouTube, so check them out there if you want to catch up. Otherwise, yeah, we will continue on here. So the next quest is to defeat Intrigante. Heading in. Okay, and looks like they have a skill here. So before the ally attacks, ally meaning the enemy, it's so backwards here. It gives vampirism to 6 random allies. Okay, so a lot of vampirism over there. All right, yeah, and well, this is an upgrade from a previous skill in the last chapter. So yeah, we'll do some battle and see what we can do. Another life was sacrificed to the goddess Kathori. You can't stop these deaths. All victims have already been selected and will be poisoned, even if you kill Serket. Oh man, that is a cruel contingency plan. And who will come to power then? You? How perceptive you are. Maybe I'll keep you as my advisor. Okay. We got a schemer that we're facing here. Let's see how we're gonna start this off. I'm gonna go with our. I'm actually gonna go with our range hero over here on C1. give some protection behind the building, go for some damage, and we are setting up for the lethal next turn, which we will have with at least this melee hero if we can attack on either one of these lanes. Okay, we have, oops, I was gonna say we have this melee hero that sets the health of one of our heroes to 1. Got that vampirism too. But we do have the lethal now, so we'll just skip the turn. Don't have to trigger off anything. And there we go. Nope. Why is it not going forward? Oh man, are we gonna have technical issues on this Saturday? Uh-oh. Okay. Go, go, go. Cool. Alright, heading back to the roadmap. Gonna claim the rewards. Okay, we have the next quest here is to open legendary chest in event shop 4 times. Gonna hit the go, see where we land. Okay, looks like we are in the event shop right now. We're gonna open up this legendary chest here. This is the only way to complete this particular quest. And let's see what we get. Alright, so that's number 1. Oh no, okay, there we go. So we get some Aphrodite. Legendary. We already have enough copies of her. Really looking to get more bonus runes so that we can open up the other chest. Okay, we got some Red Woman, which is okay too. We're gonna open up number 3 here. Some Red Woman again. Alright. Let's see if we can grab a bit more runes off of our league. So we're going to come back here in just a sec. Skip the ad here as well. Okay, so in our league, we do have a couple of these chests. Going to open these up so we can get some more runes. Nope, not this legendary chest. Nope, nope, nope. Going to be opening up those legendary chests soon that we do have. Okay, we'll get some more. Okay, we need one more epic chest to finish up our hunt from yesterday. I'm just trying to save us a little bit of gems so that way we can use them for later. Okay, heading back to the roadmap. And going back to the event shop as mentioned. Okay, we're not going to open up this bonus chest up here because we need to save it for the quest at the end. So what we'll do is we'll buy one more of these chests and we will be spending a little bit of gems, in this case about 600, which is, that's okay, just in order to progress and get more into the event. So as you can see, we now have enough runes to buy that final chest. And we'll do it and see what we get. Okay, this is actually best case scenario for us now. So we spent some gems and we got some gems back. All right, we'll close this out. Claim the reward. And we'll move on to the next set of quests. So up top here, we have defeat other players using the skin Rajan Flaming 2 times. Behind that, we have boost the legendaries, event legendaries 9 times. And then on the bottom here, we have get 600 souls of legendary heroes in Summon's Orange Chest, except event shop in Divine Arena Chest. So because of how the whole claim system works, we need to make sure that we finish this quest first, this one here, before we finish these 2. It'd actually be number 1, 2, and 3, so we can get the most amount of runes. So we'll do that one. So defeat other players using the skin Rajan Flaming 2 times. We'll hit the go, see where we land. Okay, we are in our squad right now. Going to switch over to the Rajan Flaming skin, which is part of the Void family. And if you don't have it, you will need to purchase it using gems. Fortunately, we do have it, so it is here. It says Effort over here, but it is the Rajan Flaming. And just taking a look at the squad, seeing if we can actually do some battle with it, which we can. I recognize most of these heroes, so that is why we can. I'm going to close this out, and we're going to fight some disciples, because those disciples will count as heroes that we need to defeat. So heading over to our disciple section, which is over in the friends section. Ooh, we have two disciples that graduated. That's nice. All right. So in this case, gonna go over here. Oh, not this one. Sorry. Gotta go over here to the disciple. Going over to a low league disciple, so that way the battle will be easier. Still loading up over here. All right, cool. So we'll hit the fight. We'll get into battle. As you can see, their health is very low in comparison to ours. We'll summon this ranged hero over here and go for lethal on the first turn. So as you can see, that victory does count as defeating other players. So we'll do that one more time. Go back in the disciple section again. I'm also surprised we have 2 disciples that graduated. With each graduated disciple, you do get a legendary chest. So we'll probably open those in a few minutes. Reason why is because the disciple chest, you can actually lose them if you're a disciple who gets to level 7, League 17. At this point, if they drop to League 18. And there is no guarantee that anybody will go back into a higher league. So that is why we're opening it. Alright, we have our ranged hero over here on lane A. Again, enough for lethal. Okay, and we do have it complete. So let's head over to the roadmap to collect that reward. Then we can continue doing some more quests. Okay, so this quest over here boosts the event legendaries 9 times. We'll do that. Hit the go. Should land us back in our squad, because that would be the most sensible place for it to bring us to. Alright, that's cool. We can also switch our skin back as well. Alright, so we need to boost those heroes 9 times. I'm going to do the red woman first. So filtering for the chaos and the ranged. Okay, and then checking out the boost over here. Okay, so this will be number 1. As you can see, it does go up, and it does count for the quest. So number 2. And number 3. Okay, and then we do that with the other ones as well. So in this case, next we'll do the Aphrodite, which is order and ranged. Whoops. Here it is. All right. So also doing the boost section. Excuse me. Why is it not? Oh. I overclicked. That is what happened. All right, so boost section, do the same thing. So number 4. As you can see, the stats are also increased as well for a couple of days. Okay, and the final one is the Serket, which is a nature. And then a melee. So in this case, where is the... Did we pass it already? Here, oh, I was looking right at it. Alright, so this is the Serket Scorp. This is number 7, number 8, and number 9. Okay, so we now have that complete. Gonna head back to the roadmap and check out that other quest again, as I forgot what it was. So we have this one complete. We're not going to do the claim yet, as we do want to get this one done. So this one here is get the 600 souls of legendary heroes in summons or in chest, except event shop in divine arena chest. Going to, let's see, what's going to make the most sense? I'm going to open up those disciples chests and see if those count. Normally we don't have disciples chests at this point, because if we ever do open them, we open them for the quest in chapter 2. So heading over to the disciple section, as mentioned. Oh man, this is going to be quite a day to troubleshoot things. Alright, we'll claim one of these and see how many we get. Okay, counts for 250.
Legendary.
Okay, we'll open up another one as well. Okay, so we're at 500, a little bit short.
Legendary.
I remember from a previous event, you can do one more thing in order to actually get these souls. So we'll head over to the shop. And we do have this progress rewards bar, which is up on the top here. Every time you fill it up, you actually do get legendaries and epics. So we'll open this one. And this should be enough. Yep, this is enough for the quest here. Are these the same as last time? Sure, all right. Okay, so now we have that quest done. Heading back to the roadmap and claim those rewards. Gotta skip those ads, hit the claim. And now we're on the next set of quests. As you saw both of those rune amounts, that was because we were able to complete both of these quests here. Okay, so the next quest here is to defeat Silly. Okay. Okay. They have a skill, so end of turn will give more toxin to more of our heroes. Got it, yeah. Again, another upgrade from a previous skill, which should be expected at this point. The fight, and yeah, let's go. For the last time, I suggest you step back and save the remains of your reputation. Pangea is slipping through your fingers and you do nothing. Do you really want to be remembered like this? Actually, that's you who seems to be losing control. Do you even trust your allies? Give up these pathetic attempts. My plan is perfect. You've been trying to poison everybody. Guess that makes sense. Hey, Battle Rabbit, how's it going? Yes, okay. Trying to gather my thoughts here. Alright, so we have the melee hero over here, gives spikes to their allies, also has flight. Don't have enough for, do actually? No, we do have enough for lethal. So what we'll do is we'll summon our York over here on lane D. Comes into play, deals damage to these buildings. Then we'll get an attack boost, take some damage, and from the building, and go for lethal there. I'm okay. If you tuned in earlier, you would have saw me do a little bit of just chatting and just a little bit of talking about why I'm streaming, and then also HelloFresh, and then some other stuff as well. So yeah, I'm doing okay. Gonna be watching a movie at the end of the day. Was it The Matrix? Yeah. Doing it because I haven't seen it, and then also I just want to continue that story. It's like watching movies in the MCU. After a while, you just kind of want to see how it ends. But there are also a lot of movies to catch up on as well. So yeah, that's how I am doing right now. Also, it's gonna be a long weekend too because don't have work on Monday, so that's gonna be a thing. All right, so we'll claim our reward. Okay, and move on to the next set of quests here. We have up top, summon demigods or gods 20 times, and then behind that we have Soulbind. Soulbind the event legendaries 9 times. On the bottom we have spend 40,000 runes, and how are we gonna do this? Oh, good, missed it. Yeah, it'll be on the replay actually for yeah, it'll be on the replay either on Twitch or YouTube, so you can check it out there. Let's see. So let's do this quest up here. This is the summon demigods or gods 20 times. We'll hit the go and see where we land. Okay, we're in the shop right now. Looks like we do have some demigod scrolls over here, which will count towards the 20. So we'll do the 10x first. Okay, and looks like we did complete that Epic's chest quest for the hunt. So that's also a good thing. And Epic. The demigods, yeah, right.
Legendary.
Epic. And got some Dragar.
Epic.
Decent attacker. Not really paying too much attention to the rares. Epic. Really just checking out the legendaries. Every other epic, I mean, it's just more of building up legendaries, or in this case, actually going to increase the epic levels because we do need them for the Dark Towers for later. Okay, so we do get a discount off of buying a 10x, and we will do that again so that we can get through this particular quest. Okay, opening up the rest of the chests.
Epic.
Okay.
Epic. Epic.
So epic.
Epic.
Legendary.
That is not a legendary I would like to see. It's a useful hero, but you don't really need levels on it. It's only for it to increase in health. Otherwise, it's still going to give the same amount of metal shields over to heroes. Okay, cool. We filled up the progress bar, so we can actually save this for another world event. Head back to the roadmap and collect those rewards. Okay, and it looks like we have this particular quest done now. The Soulbind the event legendaries 9 times. I suppose we could take a swing and see if we can actually finish this one. It's not like we need to save our regular chest for another quest, so we'll do that. We'll head over and see if we can actually spend enough runes. We are very short as we only have 10k, but we'll see what happens. Perhaps we could go on a large spree of bonus runes. So we'll open up a legendary chest and see what we get. As you can see, spending on these chests does count for this particular quest.
Legendary.
Got a large amount of Aphrodite. Try that again. Okay, and we got some Sen Serket.
Legendary.
Yeah, Sen Scorp. I forgot what the actual name is. Serket Sen. Alright. Again, we're not going to open up this bonus chest as we do need it for another quest, so we will continue on and head back to the roadmap. Just going to claim this at this point because we can't really wait for the other 30,000 runes that we need, so we'll claim it and we'll move on. Okay, so the next quest here is to defeat player. Alright. Okay, they have a skill here. This one is an upgrade of another skill from before. This one will actually be more health to the allied cells. And yeah, let's go. Kathori and you will be friends soon? She is going to be the main goddess of Pangaea after all. What? This lunatic who's obsessed with bloody sacrifices? They didn't tell you the details? It seems that the Fempire will be a tyranny of fanatics and you want to contribute to this. You're not the only one playing games. The Red Priestess outplayed you both. Bum bum bum. I'm not going to be part of this madness any longer. Okay, so there is definitely strife, internal strife between the players here. For those who are just coming into the story, they want to create a Fempire, which is a land where all women control everything. And there are a couple of people who would like to do that. And, well, I guess they don't really know each other's intentions, so that's why she doesn't want to be a part of this anymore. Okay, let's see what we can do. I'm going to start with our vampire, actually. See where it lands. That's okay. If it landed in this open lane here on lane B, we could have gone for some damage, but in this case, we'll summon our range hero over here on A1. This will help us do some random damage to the enemies, so in this case, destroying these buildings. Because we actually open up their cells, so they can place the health rune, as mentioned, to the allied cells. But that is okay. We're giving up the health runes over here, so that way we can have more lanes for damage. Okay, so in this case, we have a melee hero that, well, when it's attacked, it will give a health boost back to the warlord. I'm going to go with our range hero here on lane C, protected by the building. We'll actually silence this hero when it comes into play. Okay, and looks like we have enough attack to release the hero. So pretty straightforward battles. Usually takes about a turn or two, just because of how strong our heroes are. But again, always make sure that we have coverage and know what the units are, just in case there is something that stops us from making a particular play. Okay, so we have defeated a player. Let's claim the rewards. Okay, and looks like we did complete the next quest over here. So this one is level up the event legendaries to level 14. Any one of them, doesn't have to be all three. And as seen from actually day 1 of this event, we do have each one of these at level 16, so that is why this one is complete. You can also complete this before the quest, as opposed to when you get to this particular quest. So we'll claim the reward. Okay, we are on the next quest over here, which is defeat tyrants. So we'll hit the go. Okay, we got some more battles. Okay, and they have a skill here. This one gives vampirism to their allies before any... Okay, got it. So yeah, another upgrade once again, and we'll do some more battles. Did you originally plan to take over the throne yourself? Sure, Serket will make a coup, die like a heroine, and I will rule. Did you also make up a vision to instill megalomania in her? No, the vision is real. I didn't see the face, but I think it was me. How about a heroic death for you? That's not nice. Alright, so let's see. We have these buildings over here. They're actually going to help us out because of the York skill. So we'll summon the York over here on lane B. Whoa! Comes into play, deals damage to the buildings, gets an attack boost, and then lethal right there. Okay. It's time to stop the religious expansion. Without a leader, your cult will come to an end. I'll make sure everyone knows the truth about your plot. Okay, so that was Tyrant over there. Okay, head back to the roadmap once again. Okay, claim the reward. Okay, so it looks like we do have another quest completed as well. Let's check out these ones on the top. So we have the Summoned Gods 3 times, and then behind that we have the Reborn, the Event Legendaries 9 times. On the bottom down here, we have the level up the Serket send Scorp to level 16. As mentioned, we do have this one complete. So check out these other quests over here. This particular quest, the Summon Gods 3 times, we don't usually do that just because it takes a lot of gems in order to do that. So if there is a way to actually get around that, if we could spend more gems, we would do it. But even so, the Gods chests are kind of expensive and they don't really give you the cards that you need, or the value that you need rather. Hey gameplay, how's it going? Welcome in. We're on the world event right now. Can I please help you in Mighty Party? Okay, yeah, sure. How, what do you need help in? I never mind taking a break from the stream to help out folks. Especially since this stuff is probably not going to change for a little bit. Can you please tell me the best legendaries in the game? Sure. Okay, we can do that. Let me head back over to the squad and figure out what is going to be good. I'm going to have a little bit of bias simply because of what I'm currently doing in the event right now. Or not in the event, but rather just in Mighty Party in general. But the heroes that I think are particularly the best... actually, yeah, I'll switch over to a different warlord so that way we don't ruin this setup here. So this one's pretty good. This one's good. Try to think of other heroes that have made an impact on the game to the point where the devs had to make a change to those heroes. So just doing a scroll through here. They don't have a way to filter the legendaries. They have everything. They have the other rarities, but not the legendaries. And it's also filtered from newest to oldest. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of scrolling through here to see what has changed. Probably this one. Right now, I'm getting the heroes that have been changed from the developers. They're also more than that, but in terms of the actual changes that forced people to either change their squads or change the way that they play. So let's see. That was there. Could have been that one. This one here. There's one hero in particular that I haven't seen. Oh, here it is. This one's pretty good. Okay, this one can be good too. There. Still looking. We are almost at the end of the legendaries over here. This one got changed a little bit, but not enough more for them to make a change. And there. So there. Yeah, so in my experience, these are probably the best heroes to be using in the game. Would you like me to tell you why that is the case? Would you simply like to just see them? I don't know how many of these heroes you do have, so that is also another question I ask as well. But I know for sure at least a couple of these heroes were changed because of how they did their skills before. In fact, actually, if anything, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. So actually, yeah, I'll do a breakdown anyways. So these 6 heroes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these heroes here, they've all had a change to their skills because of how strong they were when they first came out. Hey, Jay, thanks for the lurk. How are you doing this morning? I didn't even know you were here. Cool. So yeah, so these 6 heroes here, for everything from the Grace onto the right, are actually, can you show them? I mean, their skills. Yeah, sure, absolutely. So these 2 heroes actually here, these 2 heroes I use in my League squad. This one here, I think, is probably the overall best hero in the game. Grace is a very strong second. But this one here is when this hero first came out, this is actually one of the newer heroes, if you'd say. This hero came out within the last, let's say, year or so. And so it has 4 skills over here, which is very good, especially for a legendary. So it silences male enemies, so it will, when it comes into play, it silences their heroes. Hey, Jaboga, good evening. Right? Should be like 6 o'clock right now. Hey, Jaboga, how's it going? Yeah, right now we're doing some world event coverage and actually going to cover a question from gameplay asking about what are the best 8 legendaries in the game. So in this case, we have the Yoster over here, silences male enemies, and the gender thing for the heroes didn't seem as important in the beginning when it first came out, but now, since it is a stat line that actually affects a lot of the stronger heroes, having this silence built into a hero, especially when it can hit from anywhere on the field, is pretty good. So for example, if they summon a male hero behind a building, you can silence it. If they have another hero behind another building, yeah, also silence it too. So they have that. They have this health boost here that happens for every female on the field. So not just your side, but also the enemy side. So if they're playing a female squad, you can use a female squad and then your heroes will get a large health boost. At the beginning of the turn, you will deal damage to the enemies for every ally on your side. So that also includes the buildings and then also any other heroes that summon other heroes. You finished an event. Hey, was it this one? I assume it's going to be this one. The one that we're doing now with the Serket and the Aphrodite and Red Woman. Congratulations on finishing an event. These events can be pretty rough, especially for people who are just getting into them. This event has run at least one time because there was coverage for it before. Yeah, if you had some good RNG with your chest opens in terms of the number of copies, or if you just happen to open a lot of legendaries before, that's a way to get it done. So there is that for the event. Okay. The other skill here, as mentioned, is flight. So flight heroes typically aren't that strong, at least on the ranged side. If anything, this stat line does make sense, kind of low attack, high health. There is another range hero, a knock, and her attack stats are actually not that good, and her defense isn't that good, but this hero is very, very strong in terms of their skilling. Also, yes, this particular hero does kind of force you to play a particular squad, which is not bad if you do have those heroes, but you can also just throw Yoster into pretty much any squad, and she'll do fine on her own, which is what I like about heroes. If you can use them in any particular squad, then they're pretty good. Yes, this one. Okay, great. Now the question is, are you going to be using those heroes? I mean, having a level 16 Serket is not too bad, but again, I mean, it's like, okay, hey, we finished the event, now what? Because right now I'm not even talking about Serket here, but I mean, Serket itself is actually pretty good in terms of the disruption it does on the board. It deals damage, it does toxin, and it has regeneration, so it actually keeps itself alive. It has very large health stats. So it's actually it's a nightmare to face in Dark Tower, because if you don't have any silence, it'll pretty much never die, and it'll at least be able to clear at least a couple of heroes on the board. Right, so we have this next hero over here. We have the York. This one, when it comes into play, deals damage to heroes in the line, which sounds bad because it will also deal damage to your heroes, but it combos with this skill here, which when it kills something, it gets an attack boost. So normally the play is summoning this York on a lane that has a building or another hero on the board. You can kill it and then get an attack boost to deal some more damage to the Warlord. Also has Reborn too, so it helps out a lot. That actually does trigger off this skill again, so when it dies, it comes back into play and deals the damage in the lines. I have to tell you something, from the 8 heroes you're showing, I only have Masura. Okay. Well, there are other reasons why these heroes are good too. Masura is one of the newer heroes. As you've already seen, the Masura was nerfed recently, so instead of it's doing the exact copy, it's now kind of a lesser copy of whatever hero it comes off of. So yeah, it also has slowed down a little bit in terms of the RNG. So normally it would have been like, oh, the summon happens on the first lane and then it drops down all the way to the bottom, but now it's kind of more like lane 1, lane A, lane C, D, and then B usually. For me, it's because I'm in League 7 and no, not using them. No, yeah, again, it's still an okay event to get heroes in. Aphrodite is pretty useful if you want to do a defense squad in terms of stalling on the board and then dealing damage with the Aphrodite. Same thing too for the Red Woman. Her skill for damage also works with, she has vampirism, so that'll actually allow you to deal a little bit more damage to heroes. And so altogether, I mean, they're all female heroes, so if you do have Yoster by any chance, you could also make a squad for that. So yeah, gameplay. There are a couple of these other heroes here. I'm just going to cover them a little bit quickly, see what we got. So Grace over here, this one deals random damage to another enemy 7 times. This will help you clear out the board. When it kills an enemy, except a building, it will give an attack boost to another one of your heroes. The building part is actually very important, because before, what you could do is you could just summon Grace, clear out buildings along with the summon, and then go for lethal on potentially the first turn. So that's why they had to put that buildings section in here. And then also, of the 7 deaths of any heroes, gets 7 extra attacks. That skill can actually trigger off very quickly, because if you're destroying heroes on both your side and the enemy side, you can actually get the 7 extra attacks. Oh, and which character is better to buy first, the Ogre or the Rocker Jimmy? The Ogre is 4.5k, and the Rocker cost 5k. If you have the heroes to work with the Jimmy Rocker Boy, I would get that. So in particular, you would want Order heroes, and the squad that works the best with the Jimmy Rocker Boy is one that has Legion in it. So that Legion, which is actually over here, this one here, it gives an attack boost whenever an enemy is destroyed to your Order allies. So all of your heroes that are Order will also give them a health boost when this hero attacks. And then whenever another Order hero attacks on your side, we'll get an extra attack on the field. So for the Jimmy Rocker Boy, it'll usually be something like, we'll summon an Order hero first turn, stall with the block runes on the second turn, and then go with the Jimmy Rocker Boy summons. So those summons have splash. Those actually deal a lot of splash damage. So if those 2 heroes can wipe out multiple heroes on the board, your Order heroes will get an attack boost, and then those order heroes, not just your turn 1 hero, but also the Jimmy Rocker Boys, those count as Order heroes for the extra attacks over here. So that is why the Legion is important for that particular squad. If you don't have the Legion, I would go with the Ogre. The only issue with the Ogre is that it is the only skin that does not have any offense skills. So it does have, as you can see here, we'll have the heal skill. It has the silence to the Warlord, and then silence to the enemies except buildings, and then also summonings the stones with the heals. Those stones with the heals can help out in certain game modes, in particular probably Pit, maybe less to an extent of Dark Tower, just because in Dark Tower you will find stronger opponents. But the heal skill is good, helps defend your heroes. The silence skill is good in terms of facing other heroes that you don't want to get through the skills. I'm like a mighty party teacher, yes. Yeah, I mean, you're asking, so I want to be as at least thorough as possible in terms of showing why these things work or don't work. Also, it does have this heal skill, so you can take a little bit of damage, but again, none of these skills actually destroy anything, and they don't summon any heroes that do attack. So, for example, the Atoms, even the Atom skin, if anything, has the very first skin in the game has a damage skill, and then it can also summon heroes that can attack. So that is why I'm not a big fan of the Ogre skin, but I mean, in certain squads it does help. Just for now, it's not really that useful in comparison to other. So as mentioned, if you do have the Legion, go for the Jimmy Rocker Boy. If you don't, then probably get the Ogre, but again, you don't really need to. Yeah, Aphrodite is not that strong until 3rd Reborn and level 16. That is... Let me check that out for sure. I don't remember what the actual stat line is for when it does get its maximum skills, so let's see. So on the 6th, Reborn 11, level 16. Okay, so yeah, so that damage skill starts to cap out at the 3rd Reborn, so that is number 3. And then as you can see here, we can kind of scroll back. So if we had Reborn them, they start at 50% of damage, goes up to 75 at 11, and then does cap out at 100% on 16. So yeah, so that is true. In order to get the maximum amount of damage off of this skill, does need to get 3 Reborns and then also get to level 16. So that is absolutely correct. So, I mean, I guess I don't even have to level her up because she already does that damage. It's just more of trying to get these other skills up. So, you can see here it has a health boost to the beginning of the turn. And these damage, are the health pentagrams over here. Can you please still show the skills from the other 5 cards? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. All right. Going back to there. Is it here? No, it was here. There we go. All right, so you already know what the Masura does. It has the copies. It has a Pierce skill, and then also the attack boost whenever an ally appears. So this skill here actually does help out if you have multiple summons, and then also it copies whatever it's on there. So, for example, what I do in my League squad is so I have this Discordia. This Discordia can give extra attack to 2 of our heroes, potentially on the Masura. This hero here gives Mental Shield to another ally, so we could get Mental Shield over here. Then we got the extra attack runes, which can give extra attack, and then also this hero here can give an attack boost to other heroes. So just a lot of ways to put good effects on the Masura, and then since each one is copied, you'll have heroes with other stuff like that. So we have that. We have the Justia over here. So whenever an enemy appears, we'll give miss to another random enemy for a turn. So this means that, so say for example, if it's an empty board, if they summon an enemy, it will not get miss. But when they summon another enemy, the enemy that is already on the field, so say turn 1, they summon Legion. So turn 1, they summon a Legion, that will be able to attack. On turn 2, if that Legion is still on the field and they summon another enemy, that Legion will get miss. So they actually had to change the skill from before. So before, what would happen is anytime an enemy was summoned, they would get miss. And so with the other heroes, one in particular, Prince All, which can actually give miss to 2 other heroes, once you summon the Justia on the field, if she's protected by a building or another hero, she would never be destroyed because she would always give miss to another enemy. So that is why they had to change her. We're not buying followers. Why are the bots now? I changed the mod, so it should be okay. That is not what I want to see. Okay, let's see. So another skill here. These 2 skills also help out a lot. This one here gives an attack boost to the allies in the row. So when they say row, it actually means it means up and down, not left and right, which is kind of counterintuitive to what you would think. So it gives an attack boost equal to the 50% of our own health. And then at the end of the turn, we'll get a health boost for every order ally. So mostly defensive. If you play an order squad, you'll be able to give her a health boost, and then that health boost will translate to an extra damage boost. So a combo you can do with Justia, for example, is Justia, and then all along the same row, something like a Fury. The Fury itself, let's see, where's the Fury? Here's the Fury. Fury over here. So Fury over here, he gets 3 extra attacks, and then also gets an attack boost when it kills something. If you summon the Fury on the same up and down as the Justia, the Fury will get a very large attack boost, and then you can deal a lot of damage with the 3 extra attacks. So we have that. We already covered the Legion. As mentioned, very good in a solo order squad. So basically any squad that has order, just order heroes. And yeah, just multiple attacks. This hero actually did get changed from before. So before, what would happen is instead of just only order heroes that could work with, it would work with any hero that attacked. So in other words, if you summoned a hero that wasn't order but had multiple attacks, it would also count for the Legion. So that is why this hero is pretty strong. Okay, we have 2 more heroes over here. We have the Shadow Shamuna. Before it attacks, it summons an Eclipse Shard. That Eclipse Shard, it doesn't show you here, but the shard itself gives Mental Shield over to this hero. It also will continue to give Mental Shield while the shard... so in other words, if the Shamuna over here actually loses its Mental Shield because of an attack or poison or something, it will actually continue to give Mental Shield over to this hero. And then... at the beginning of the next turn, the Eclipse Shard will die. They made a change recently to Shamuna, so now instead of the shard staying on the field, the shard does die. And it makes sense because before, if you summon Shamuna on the first turn, it pretty much would never die because you'd have to attack the shard. You'd have to attack and destroy the shard, break the Mental Shield, and then attack the Shamuna. So already there you need 3 turns, unless you had some hero that did silence or transform or lowered attack or anything like that. So we have that. They have the adjacent damage here off of the attack. So in other words, try to give any quick example. So in other words, if they summon something on lane B, and then you had a hero that is like right here, it would deal damage. So 1, 2, and 3. And potentially 4. Actually, it could deal damage on all of the lanes. And then finally, the counterattack. This counterattack goes off if a melee hero attacks it. That is not flight. So you can also deal that extra damage off of the combat, and then also the adjacent damage. And so finally, the other hero here, this is the Maiten. This Maiten has a couple of skills. It deals damage to the enemies equal to a percentage of the health of a random enemy. So in this case, for example, if they have 2 heroes on the board, one has 100 health and another has 50 health, both of those heroes are going to be taking at least 75% of 50 health. And so this skill can actually scale up. At this point, we can actually bring it to 100% once we get it to level 16, which are fairly close to. So that means that at that point, we would be able to, as soon as this hero comes into play, it would automatically destroy 1 hero on the enemy side. And potentially, if it does target the hero with the highest health, it would destroy every hero on the board. So you'll see that in higher league battles where they can just summon a Maiten and wipe out your entire board. And that is a big issue because clearly we don't want heroes that can destroy an entire board. I mean, there are Strick for that, but Strick, in order for it to deal a lot of damage, you would need to have a lot of heroes on the board. And I mean, sometimes you're just not going to have a lot of heroes on the board. But the Maiten, you only need this hero alone in order to get off its skill. When it first came out, it actually dealt 100% to the random enemy right off the bat, and it would typically target the strongest one anyways, so then it would be a free board wipe every time you summoned her. So she also has 2 other skills here. Whenever one of your heroes dies, ally being you, will give a health boost back to your warlord, or give health back to the warlord. So if you do a squad that has multiple summons, and then those summons die, you'll get some health back. And on top of that, if a male hero appears on either side of the field, you will get an attack boost here. So also a little bit of combos as well. So yeah, those are the heroes which I think are the best in the game. There are other heroes here that do have a lot of damage potential or ways to affect the board, but overall, these are the most useful overall, just because you can kind of throw them into any particular squad. Maybe not so much with the Legion or the Justia, but Miss is all right. These other ones here, you know, strong attackers, damage to all heroes, boosting, block, etc., etc. Thank you for the help. Sorry if you're angry. Oh no, I'm not angry, dude. I love talking about this stuff. I love being able to express my ideas and help out people. And I say that not with sarcasm, but I really do mean it. If you are not angry, but my friend has a question for you and he doesn't have Twitch, can you help him too? Yeah, sure. I mean, we're here to answer your questions and help folks out. Try to have a good time. Yeah, what is your question? Okay. We're still in this world event. So let me actually switch back over to the world. Oh, okay. Our hunt timer is also running out, so we need to collect some of the rewards. So let me switch our skin back over to our geisha as mentioned. I'm gonna go over to the hunt and collect the final rewards. So we'll claim these.
Legendary.
Okay, as you can see, we do get some legendary souls for our pets.
Legendary.
Okay, and we are now complete with that. Because we did complete all of the quests in the hunt, we do get these extra souls, which we will need because it does cost quite a number of souls to level it up. And we do want to save gems, so that's why we're doing that. Okay, we could potentially start another hunt. Nope, we cannot. We have to wait 24 hours. That is what I remembered. Okay, we'll head back over to the roadmap, see if we can do some more stuff. Yeah, gameplay. If you have your question, I'll answer it at any time. Just let me know. Okay, so we're going to claim the reward for leveling up the Serket. Okay. All right, we are on the next quest over here, which is open the bonus chest in event shop 3 times. We'll hit the go, see where we land. Okay, so we're now back in the event shop. As mentioned from the beginning of chapter 3, we did want to save the event shop bonus chest because we do need it for this quest here. The only way to finish it is the well, you have to fill up this bonus chest bar and then open up these chests over here. Can't be opening these chests. I mean, it will build up the progress bar, but this is the only way you can do it. He's in my clan, DTS. His question is if his team is okay and what we could do better. I would have to see. That question has too many moving parts in it. I would love to help you for that. I would need to see things like squad and pets and warlords, all that stuff. Yeah. I will help you. It's just a matter of I have to look at all those resources and figure out what makes sense for you. Also, in terms of just because I suggest something doesn't mean that you have to do it, obviously, because I mean there are play styles and there are ways of how you want to enjoy the game. So, but yeah, we can take a look at it afterwards, and yeah, I'll let you know. Okay, sure, absolutely. All right, so in this case, we're gonna open up our bonus chest. Okay, so you see it does count for the quest. Got some Serket.
Legendary.
It's all right. I mean, I'm satisfied with her. In terms of at least getting heroes. Oh no, are we short? Oh wow. Oh no, we have we have runes here. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so we got some red woman too. Open up some legendary chest as mentioned. Okay, filling up that bar. Got some runes, got less runes than what we opened for. 35 into 5,000, so we lost a little bit of runes, but we are getting the bar closer. Open up some more chests. Okay, got the minimum amount of Aphrodite. Lovely. All right, one more bonus chest. And, oh, okay, yeah, we do have enough. Or we opened up the legendary chest and we did have enough to fill up the bar, so that is good. Opening up the bonus chest here for number 3. Okay, so we now have this quest complete and got some more red woman.
Legendary.
Now, one time we're going to get the big bonuses over here, as you can kind of see. 2,000 would be nice. Okay, we'll close this up. As we do have this quest complete. We'll claim the reward. Okay, we are on the final quest over here to defeat Serket. Hitting the go. Okay, a little bit of time needed in order to recharge for the next one. That's fine, we'll just spend some gems. and get this whole world event done. So we'll spend some gems in order to get a event boss attempt. Okay, and we have the final battle over here with the skills. So end of turn gives toxin to 4 random enemies. Okay, very large toxin skill. But if it's anything like the other battles, if we go for lethal early, then we don't have to worry about the toxin affecting our squad. So are you looking for it later? Yes, I will. Yes, I will look at his team later. Are you talking about? Do you want me to look at it now? Yeah, I can give some recommendations after finishing the world event. Should be pretty quick. There you are, Lord Protector. Wanted to escape? No, I was busy dealing with your assistance. Now you're on your own. It won't help you. Health of Pangaea is already mine. But you leave me no choice. I think I'm going to have to kill you after all. You were going to kill her. You were going to kill the Lord Protector anyways. You wanted to create this whole Fempire. Some of the logic doesn't make any sense in terms of the dial. Oh, something new. All right, cool. So we have the melee over here. It does poison damage to 2 of our heroes. We'll also deal damage to our warlord once poison triggers. And then if spikes happens, we'll give a health boost to their heroes. We do have a spikes rune over here, but none of these buildings have spikes. So what we'll do is we'll summon our vampire. Then gonna follow it up with, let's see. I guess we can go for damage. That's fine. Okay, well, summon this range hero over here on A1. We'll have this building destroyed by the vampire, get some health back off in the melee kill, and then some damage over to the here. We'll give you commands. We're happy that, yeah, dude, I'm absolutely okay with helping out. Yeah, we'll check it out afterwards. I like seeing what's out there. Put some mental math to work, or get our brain working for this Monday morning. Alright, so they summoned the Mother Owl, did some damage. We did have the Yoster as mentioned, so it does deal damage at the beginning of the turn for every ally on our side of the field, which includes these buildings. So that is why their board is now clear. Combat. We'll summon this range hero over here on B1. Should be enough for lethal here, given the extra attacks given to 2 of our heroes. And there we go. You'd make a bad ruler. You can't even control your allies. All your new supporters actually supported the Red Priestess. She originally wanted to seize power at your expense. Ooh. Betrayal. This can't be true! Inner vision! Inner vision. There was a vague female figure, and she convinced you that you were destined to take the throne of Pangaea. What kind of people believe in all these prophecies? My advice to you, next time you're going to seize power, get yourself a proper army at least. This is good advice. But this is for your next life. After all, you will spend the rest of this life in prison, paying for the death of my vassals. Okay. Alright, so we have now defeated Serket. Head back to the roadmap. Claim the rewards. Alright. And so now we are done with the world event. This is the biography of Serket of Ender Chapter 3. Serket's life was full of ups and downs. As the youngest of the children of the ruler of one of the southern kingdoms, she was the last in line of heirs. Okay. Since she was a child, Serket has been dreaming that one day she would rule not only her kingdom, but all of Pangaea. After poisoning all her brothers, the girl briefly seized the throne, but her own people banished Serket after the truth was revealed. Her lust for power has been burning inside of her for all these years, and after she learned that she was destined to get the crown, she promised to stop at nothing to fulfill her dream. I mean, yeah, you poisoned all your brothers. Probably should go to jail for doing that. Yes. That is a very strong push for power. Okay. Well, we'll claim the rewards and get out of here. We'll get 1K, 1,000 of copies for the Serket. Also some Demigod scrolls. We got the medal over here, signifying that we finished the Fempire event, and then the biography, which in this case was here. gonna open up the rest of these chests so we can just kind of clean up our world event stuff. The world event is actually still happening for another 4 days, so we can still get more runes, but for the time being, we'll just open these up and continue with our copies of legendaries and whatnot.
Legendary.
So many copies of Red Woman. Hey, and some decent copies of Aphrodite. That's cool.
Legendary.
Okay, so we are done with the world event as mentioned. Gonna head out. Okay. Yes, let us help out gameplay with DTS. So gonna head over to the guild section. Got to search for that particular guild, so we'll do that. Go rankings. The way to find things in this game is not necessarily backwards, but more of a little bit confusing. You got to figure it out on your own. So search for the clan. Yeah, in gameplay, I hope you don't mind if we do end up showing what your friends' heroes and squad are like. Not trying to expose anybody, but just in terms of information, so that we can all help out here. All right, so this is the squad. This is the clan here. So the legends, and checking out SDTS, which is just checking if there was another one over here. Probably just this one. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so they're using an Atom skin right now. They have... These are all melee heroes. Okay, that could be an issue. The reason I say that is because in terms of heroes that you can summon and attack with, so melee heroes block melee heroes from attacking, but ranged heroes do not. So in terms of the amount of damage that you can do in battle, you'll be limited because of where you can place heroes. So I would start right off the bat with finding some ranged heroes to place into this squad. In terms of heroes that are good, I would say, let's see here. Is there that. Okay. So I would probably go with stats first and see if those work. So for example, right now we have the... I would probably say, for example, this Count Vlad is slightly better than the Mr. Devil over here, just because of the higher health stat. The Vampire, the Count Vlad actually deals vampirism and then also extra attack, so it can deal damage to heroes, but it doesn't deal as much combat damage over to heroes. So I still like the Mr. Devil because of the damage it can deal, not only from its attack, but then also the extra damage here off of the skill here. But it's very weak in terms of health, so that is why I don't like it as much. Same thing too here for the Fury, as we talked about. So it does have the 3 extra attacks, so it goes for some early damage. But again, because of the low health, it would be something to take out. So we have those. If anything, I would say out of these melee heroes, probably the Prince, the Chernomore, the Vlad, and then the Prince Nod. If you do have heroes that can do multiple summons, so Prince here, for example, does do the Archer summons and then also a summon off of Squire, then that would make sense because then it's combo with the Bastet. Those are his only legendaries. Okay. So I assume then he must have just started, or he's fairly new. So that is okay. There are actually decent epics that you can use in your squad. So this hero here, let me just talk about this one. So this Iron Maiden here, it has Mental Shield, it has immunity, it also gives a health boost to your heroes before the enemy attacks. Not really sure how strong the heroes that your friend are facing, so that health boost over to your allies may not be enough. It is good. This skill is actually very good on very high levels because eventually your heroes will just get too strong to the point where they can't deal damage to them anymore. But again, I don't know what the battles are looking like for him. If anything, I can actually show you some of the epics that can help out. Epics and rares are actually, they're decent if you don't have the legendaries as mentioned before. If your officer is good. Is your officer, do you mean the same person that we just talked about? I think the squad is okay. It definitely has room for improvement in terms of at least heroes that can be placed, and also kind of the overall strategy for the squad. Might not necessarily need a strategy per se, but in terms of being able to do, you want to be able to do as many things as you can on a particular turn. So it's not like, oh, okay, hey, we can only summon a building so that we can block, or we can only summon a melee hero because we can attack. You want to be able to have your options open in terms of skills or other ways you can affect the board or build up your squad, anything like that. All right, so your officer. Oh, okay. So I guess you mean Inwell over here. Let's check out what the officer is. Yeah. So for example, here this person here has 2 decent epics. This one here, a health boost for every melee ally when it first comes into play, and then also freezes an enemy at the end of the turn except building. So it's not too bad. It has okay attack stats. And then this one here, this one's actually a pretty decent one. So this is the epic version of the Dark that we just showed. So it comes into play with Mental Shield, also gets an attack boost for every adjacent ally around it. It's pretty nice. Let's see here. Okay, that there. One. I'm counting the number of heroes. So 1, 2, 3. So again, with the number of melee heroes, try to limit it down. Try to limit it down to somewhere where you have either 5 of one type and 3 of the other, or 4. So either 5-3 or 4-4 is usually what you're trying to do. If you have a specific squad that has a certain strategy, you can go for some more ranged heroes or melee heroes. This one here combos a little bit with the Mother Owl. We'll do a summon at the beginning of the turn. That summon will count as damage with the Bastet. And then I guess you're stacking the summon so that you can deal more damage or get an attack boost with the Lady Claire. I like the Super Mary. Yeah, I like the Super Mary a little bit more than the Mr. Devil here. Again, same thing with the whole stats. This one objectively has better stats. The Super Mary also gets a Mental Shield, and then also when it's attacked, it will get Mental Shield. So it's a lot harder for them to destroy that particular hero. Also, too, it's kind of weird because since you have 2 heroes that start with Mental Shield, summoning a hero like Mr. Devil will actually remove your Mental Shield because it deals damage to all heroes. So if anything, probably if they have another strong hero, they could probably replace the Mr. Devil for that. So that way you're not dealing damage to your own heroes. Sometimes you do want to do that, but in this particular build, probably not. Especially since you do want to keep the owls off of the Mother Owl alive. You want to have the Mental Shield on your heroes, and then also save your archers. I think Noelle is better than me, the legend, am I right? I mean, we can use these numbers here to kind of gauge it. So 5,700 might. That's not an end-all be-all. Let me see here. So 57, yours is over here. 62. I like your squad a little more than Noelle's, just because of the... Let me just check out the strategy over here. Yes, I like your squad a little better than Noelle's just because of the... So, first of all, you have all legendaries, so that's objectively supposed to be better. Some legendaries are actually worse than epics, but for the time being, I would say that these are better in terms of their skilling and a little bit more maneuverability on your board. So you have the Masura, get some more copies to attack. You'll have the Koishi, which can actually affect the enemy side with the negative attack, also get some health boost. You have the Mizu, which has the Water Elemental, which will give an attack boost and also heal and give freeze runes. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I like the squad. I like the squad a little better. Both have their merits. So Cracked Guild is my guild. Can you find there? My name is Felix. Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, let's go. Let's check it out. So in this case, Cracked Guild. Gotta make sure I'm spelling it right. All right, we're on Cracked Guild right now. And Felix. All right, let's check out your squad. Okay, so we have a Trixie. We also have the, what is it? This is the, I forgot which pet it is. This is the epic version of the pet. Something is like Iron Wolf. I don't remember what the exact name is, but it gives an attack boost to your heroes when they first come into play. So let's see. What are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Felix, I would mention here as well, same thing as I mentioned to gameplay, try to limit the amount of melee heroes that you have. So probably I would cut out one of these melee heroes. We do have some support over here with the Grace and the Yoster. Can actually tank it, have the Eric over here tank with the health that it has. Also can give extra attack to your ranged heroes once it's attacked. So it'd be something like you summon one of these ranged heroes, follow up next turn with the Eric, give extra attack, and then actually could help with the Grace, dealing the extra damage. Let's see. Do have some extra summons with the Prince over here, and I guess that's really it. You have some random damage that could help out for the Sheer Shah, that could give an attack boost, so that is good. Probably I would take out the Taurus unless you don't have any other stronger heroes. So it does give a health. It gives health back to your Warlord if you do attack the Warlord. The enemy, rather. And yeah, it could be okay. But in terms of stronger heroes, they're probably better ones out there. And you have a little bit of combos going here with the Legion and the Prince. If you do have the Jimmy Rocker Boy skin, I would actually suggest you to use that versus the Trixie. Although if you are running into stronger Warlords, the Trixie skill is good just because of the... Does it show you here? It doesn't show you here, but it does have the wounded, kill all wounded heroes, which actually a lot of your heroes can do some form of damage. So this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's either or. See how much the Legion is doing for damage. Might be a little weak for the attack boost that it's given. Good try it out. Should I use Discordia instead of Taurus? Yes, I would say that. Not only for balance, but also because you're giving extra attack to some of your heroes. So that actually would help with the Sheer Shah for the damage. And then also you can trigger off that Grace skill twice. So the random damage over here. So yeah, if you do have Discordia, yeah, I would say go for it. Discordia you can also put into any particular squad anyways, because giving extra attack to heroes is almost never a bad thing. Sometimes you don't want to trigger extra damage to a specific enemy, but for the most part, extra attack means extra damage, it means extra skills. So yeah, I would go for that. I had a mega good officer, he had 330 lives, but he got kicked because he was too long inactive. Yeah, so I mean that is also another thing too. Inactivity happens because people don't want to play the game anymore, or they're just busy, or they forget to log in. All that stuff. Can't really fault them for that. Yeah, you can always. I guess you could always message them and see if they are still playing or if they're willing to come back to the guild. Check them out. Yeah, it's always a bummer when people do kind of float out of the game. There were a couple of people that I did speak with in-game chat a lot, and it was fun for a while. Yeah, we had good times. I need to level up my Legion, but I don't have souls, and I'm hoping that in Black Market it appears. Yes, so as long as you've unlocked the heroes, they will eventually show up in Black Market. I just don't know when. Yeah, it's also tough too, since Legion itself is an event hero, so because of that, you'll actually have to wait quite a while in order to get it. But as long as you can keep grinding out heroes in either Dark Tower or Pit, you should be okay. No guarantees, but again, that's really the only way to actually do it. Let's imagine I would have the legendary squad you showed me before. Which skin would be better for it? The Ogre or the Jimmy Rocker Boy? Probably the Jimmy Rocker. Yes, assuming all those heroes that I showed you, yeah, Jimmy Rocker would help a little bit more. Just because I've seen that offense works way better in this game than defense. Also, the damage for heroes has creeped up very high at this point. So, for example, that's why Masura had to get the nerf, because, right, if you have multiple copies of heroes that can deal potentially 200 or 300 damage at a time, then that's going to win you a game versus a hero that has 1,000 health. So even if you if you had 4 buildings with 1,000 health or 4 heroes with 1,000 attack, probably the 1,000 attack is going to be more of an issue. Okay, so there was that. Did the world event, did the hunt. Don't think we have anything else here. Finished actually the pits. So we're gonna head over to the sad boy account, see if we can get one more swing at the journey bosses. Not sure. I mean, I'm like 20% that we're gonna beat these bosses just because of how strong they've been. So we'll take one more swing, and if the timer does expire, then we'll find another time to beat the journey bosses. Especially since we will need stronger heroes, and actually we'll need maybe one hero in particular, the Madame Lotrix, in order to stop the hero skill that the boss has. We have been pretty close on one attempt, and I misplayed that one because I summoned a hero in the wrong spot. So yeah, we'll try it again, see what happens. But yeah, thanks guys for the questions about your squads, about hero recommendations, anything like that. Always happy to answer those questions. Just because sometimes the gameplay does get a little boring if you're just, we're just gonna summon heroes and attack and kind of know what's happening. But there is a lot of exploration in this game. Just need to kind of, that's why we have community. That's why we have chat, asking people and thinking about things outside the box. And so it's nice. It is nice. Fun fact, did you know that Eric the Grey was buffed because it had a skill that if he was attacked, he gave all the allies extra attack? All the allies? Really? Was it all the allies? I thought this one... So, I know for sure it was definitely ranged, but I don't remember a time where it was all... I guess because I never really used Eric in the main squad. I know that he had the attack steal for sure, and he actually had, what's it? So he does have that. He did have that health boost given to him for every enemy that is destroyed. I don't remember if he did have the, what do you call? If he did have all of the giving extra attack to every hero, because that would be very strong. Not sure if the Mighty Party Wiki has the kind of, change notes, change log of hero skills. So in other words, let's say this hero came out in, 2012 or whatever year. And then in 2013, on this date, it changed, said, okay, Eric the Grey skill changed from this to this. I'll put that in my notes and see if that actually does exist. Oops. Okay. Okay. So let's see. We're going to head over to the journey. And we'll make a change to our squad if we do need to make adjustments. So we are in the journey right now. As mentioned, we do have 2 days in order to get this done, or at least, get those rewards. Do have a couple of legendaries on the line and some gems as well. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, so let's hop into battle. We are currently facing Fula Head Chopper. This is number 9 of 40. I thought this was 8. Oh, you know what? I finished 8. That's what happens. All right. So Fula Head Chopper here. Let's take a look at their skills. So whenever enemy poison triggered, enemy being us, they will get negative attack. And then at the beginning of the turn, we'll take poison damage to all of our heroes. So these two skills will actually work together. So at the beginning of the turn, we'll take poison. And then when that poison happens, we'll lose attack. got it. Okay, as you can see here for their heroes, they have a lot of poison. This one has reborn, poison damage, and no surprise, here's poison damage. Okay, well, we'll hop in some battles and we'll make changes. And if we don't got it, then, you know, we'll just do it another time. And don't want to lose those rewards, but it's okay. Can't win them all. So yeah, let's go. Okay. As you can also see, they do have a lot of health, which is not good for us. So let's start with our range hero over here on D1. Get some protection behind the building. Do some damage. We do need to deal as much damage as we can to the Warlord because we're not going to be able to stall them out. Okay, we also have these Rotters, which will deal some damage when they die. And they also die at the beginning of the turn, so it's not like they're gonna be able to block for us forever. Alright, thank you. So I'll make my best team ever. Yoster, York, Grace, Marisharas, Jimmy Rocker. Okay, if I have legendaries, then 5 gems. Yeah, there are other heroes that do work, particularly with those squads. So let's see, is there another good order hero? I mean, if you don't have all of those heroes in particular, you can also just use. I mean, there are also decent heroes that work with that particular squad. So it doesn't have to be my 10. Because especially for my 10 to get their skills, you need 3 or 4 reborns, and then have to bring her back to level 16. So the Super Mary does fine too, because she's an order hero, gets an attack boost for every order hero on your side, has a mental shield, pierce, a lot of good stuff. So that's one. Another one is, oh, Charon is also a good one here. Let's see. All right, so I'm not going to be dealing damage that way. Walk over there. Okay, we're gonna go for some more damage over to the Warlord. So we'll continue with the Shimuna over here on A3. Has that shard as we were talking about, so it does give mental shield to her. And then we also have some protection on our lanes, so we can block this hero. This range hero here will summon a plant, and that plant will summon another plant. So normally we would be attacking these heroes, but with the health boost given to the Floss, we're just going to go for damage over to the Warlord and then try and finish them up with some extra damage here with the Tesla X. Another good order hero as well is Angelia. So Angelia deals damage to non-order heroes when she attacks. Also gives mental shield to your Warlord, and then also has flight and block once you put a number of levels into her. Okay, so let's see. We have this hero here. Poisons adjacent for some damage. Will also heal when the poison does happen. Let's see how much poison damage does Floss do? It's 44. Might be able to survive for 1 turn on this. Gonna go with our Vampire blocking. Then also gonna go with the Grace over here on A1. Get some blockers out there, get some random damage, and potentially set up for these 7 extra attacks once these heroes are destroyed with the destruction skill. I have to go now and want to buy chips because I want to watch a film with my family. I'll see you and have a good evening. Yeah, hey, absolutely. Check back in whenever. Always here to, give out some information or, have a good time. Enjoy the time with your family. I'm gonna go watch a film 2 this evening in about, was it 9 hours? Yeah. Alright, so we got combat there. We got the Tengu over here that gives an attack boost to nature heroes. Also, we'll set the attack of our heroes to 1 when they first come on play. The poison. I forgot about that. Man, alright. We needed the... If the Grace did stay alive, we would have gone for extra damage, but now we can't do that. Let's see, combat there. And they're also back to full health now because of the Koba, so... Unfortunately, we will take the loss here. Does look like we have some more health, but we still need to take care of the Tengu, so... let's see. If we had Blair, that would be very good. Blair would help us out a lot. But we don't have Blair, and we don't have, what is it? No Blair, no Madame Lotrix, and no Alexandria. So those other two I just mentioned, those can help us get rid of the poison. We did have potential there. We're gonna try it again. And after a third attempt, we will, as we normally do, we'll go change our squad and go from there. All right, so let's see. I suppose we can do the same thing again. So we'll start with our Necro Lich over here on D1, getting those Rotters. We don't really need it to have an attack stat. It's more of just being able to survive off of the poison and then also helping us block our lanes. What we don't want to see is the Koba or, I guess, or this other hero as well. So I just got a phone call here. Could do that. Yeah, I guess we can protect these heroes. That's fine. Combat there. Yeah, we'll protect our heroes. So next we're gonna go with the Masura over here on A3. Reason why is because one, it will give us some copies that'll help us block and also deal some damage. And then also on top of here, we'll avoid the poison damage off of the Floss because it only deals damage to non-nature heroes for poison. Oh, one thing before I go, I'm sorry if I write for this long, it's because I am from Germany, I wanted to say. So now see you in the next stream. Oh yeah, absolutely. I want to visit Europe one day. I don't know when that time will be, and I don't know what exactly I'll be doing, why I'll be visiting Europe, but I look forward to that day. Okay, we have the... what do we have here? We have the Toxic Mantis that steals the attack of one of the heroes. That attacks. Also gets a health boost. Generation. Okay, we're going to actually use our damage skill to destroy the Floss so we can avoid the extra damage. Gonna do our Vampire first, because that's the only way we can access the destruction, so we'll do that. Okay, we are taking some damage, and that is okay. Combat there, attack boost. Yeah, I guess this could actually be a time to actually wipe out these heroes. Give some protection to our other stuff, get some on the Grace. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, so in this case, we're gonna summon our Grace over here on D2. Get attack boost over to the Masura, get another copy, have him some random damage, which is not actually enough to destroy those heroes. But we're setting up our board for next turn, where we will have heroes that could be destroyed here. So actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6, and potentially 7 over here. Okay, we have this range hero here that does poison damage to our heroes. So in this case, it'll actually be the Grace and the Necro Lich. Okay, well, there's all the damage needed. Our board is now gone. Already used our destruction skill, so unfortunately we will take the loss there. As you can see, their heroes are very strong in relation to our heroes, so that is why we are running into this issue. We'll do this one more time, and then we'll make the changes to the squad as mentioned. Seeing the text message I just got from my family. All right. Okay. Well, we'll do this for a third time. Same opening. Hopefully we don't get our hero super poisoned because of that ranged hero. And so once again, they start with the Floss. All right. That's not what we want to see. Some health boosts, that would make sense. Damage over there. Oh man, Masura would be really good right now, because then we could give a large health boost to our heroes. But for the time being, what we can do is we can start setting up against their board. So what we'll do is, let's see. I did not want to do that. All right, that is fine. Gonna go next with the... So protection is going to be a little bit more important, although we don't want to lose damage. Yeah, it's fine. All right. So in this case, we're going to summon the Yoster over here on B1. We'll silence the male heroes when it comes into play, so we'll stop the extra floss damage. And then we'll have some protection over here with our Rotters again. The Yoster will help us set up for the board wipe because of the damage skill, as long as we have another hero on the board.
Whoa!
Okay, so we have the poison again. I'm gonna actually leave these heroes on the board. We have the Toxic Mantis over here with the attack steal, very large attack, but again, we're just trying to make sure that we can set up for our damage. So let's see. Gonna take the risk and actually set up with the Grace over here. We got combat there. This one will be destroyed. This will be damage here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna summon the Grace behind the Vampire on B2.
Yeah.
We'll do some damage, not enough to destroy anything. Unfortunate. We'll have our Rotters to help us block. And then we'll get a health boost to our Weil at the end. After a while, I'm gonna sing a song. Okay. If I don't know the song, I can't help you there. But we can do what we can. Alright, so the reason why we actually summoned the Grace 2 is not only because of the damage, but because of the Yoster skill, which gives a health boost for every female on our side. Okay, got damage there. Got poison damage there, damage there. We lost 4 Rotters, and oh, this might actually be enough for our... Oh, we can go for damage that way. So damage there. Combat there. Okay, so we are going to go with our destruction skill. Okay, we do now have these 7 extra attacks for the Grace. And I do want to keep her alive because of that poisoned. So let's see, 32, just doing some math here. So 35 will actually bring it down to 14. We can give to 32. Or why not? Yeah, we'll protect it. We'll go with the Shamun over here for some damage. Could have actually went with the Charin to help us go with the Mental Shield. But I guess the extra attack wounds could have helped out a little bit more for damage. I wanted to do more of a health boost to our heroes, so that way we can continue with our setup. But once we get the Warlord down to a certain amount, then we can start summoning the Tesla X, which will help us deal damage over to the Warlord. How much poison damage does this have? It says 184. Okay, we have this hero here, does poison damage, also does extra poison damage when it triggers. Looks like we lost our Grace, which is not what we wanted. Well, I guess we'll go for the damage now, since we can't really stall them out. So in this case, we're going to continue with the Charin. I guess that Mental Shield could have helped out a little bit. I'm going to go with the Charin over here on A3. Deal some damage. Okay, looks like our Shard helped us block, so that's good. Like I said, this is going to be pretty close. Alright, so we'll be able to block the damage here. Okay, we have the melee over here that deals poison damage to our heroes and then also deals damage over to our Warlord. Okay, do need to get rid of this in some way, which could do that. Let's see, combat there, combat to block. Oh, we don't have enough damage on this. Wow, that's not good. No, I think we are going to be taking lethal now because of that poison damage plus the extra damage over here. We're going to take extra damage for every poison that occurs, so... yeah, I think we're... Yeah, I don't think we're going to have it. This is just summon over here the Yoster for some health boost. Yeah, it was because we didn't protect our Grace. We were going for the health boost, but instead they summoned another hero that did the poison, which stacked on the amount of damage we took. So at this point, we got combat here. We got the poison going to happen on at least 2 of these heroes. Okay, got some protection. Some protection again. Poison, poison. We have 1 more turn to make this happen. So in this case, we're going to go summon our witches. Okay, at least some of them did land on an extra attack rune. And let's see, this one here deals damage for every hero. And then also when they die. Sure, why not? I'm actually going to summon this building over here. This could work out. So we'll do some damage when it comes into play. Got some combat over here. Okay, we got combat there. No, we don't have enough damage. So we would need another 10 heroes to die, which could have gotten off of the extra attack and that would have been good, but fortunately we do not have it, so. Yeah. Grace is going to be the key for us to win this battle because that's the only way we can deal a lot of damage. So we'll do a squad swap and see if we can find any other heroes that can either deal more damage or I'm not really sure what else we can do here. This one here, let's see, could freeze. Health boost to enemies, allies in the line, that could help. But he himself needs to survive, so maybe this could work out. Large health boost, back and forth. This one here, the Mad Genius, gives a health boost whenever our Warlord is attacked. Heals our Warlord equal to its own health. Could work. I mean, we don't summon the Floss, so I guess that could, yeah, we could try that. Oh, the Legion for sure, yeah, because we could use the Legion with the extra attacks, so we gotta find a way to put Legion into this. Protection over here. We pretty much use all these other heroes. Probably not the Charn so much, just because there aren't too many heroes that go off the extra attack. Maybe off of the... Oh, it's close. Giving this mental shield is going to be pretty helpful. So these are here, useful. Oddly enough, maybe not the Shimuna, or maybe not the Masur. One of these two have to go, and that's the problem. Attack boost. Or maybe we just don't even use... No, we have to use this because of the extra summons. So here. Definitely going to keep this here. I mean, even with our extra attack runes, they're going to be taken out by the Necro Lich, so probably going to take out the Charn. But that mental shield, what are we going to do here? We'd have to draw perfect with the Grace having the 7 extra attacks and then the Legion also having 7 extra attacks. Sora's here. You know, protection to our hero is going to be a little better. So in this case, let's see. That's over there, there. Okay, I'm going to actually take out the Shimuna. Don't really like to, but again, because we do need to protect our heroes. So we'll do this. Then looking at the other ones, Floss and Discordia for some extra damage. There. Some extra damage there. As you can see, we still have a little rift in our collection. But okay, we're gonna try this, and we'll give it 3 shots, and then if not, we'll call it a day here. All right, so yeah, let's go. All right, so we have, oh, wow, okay, this is a very odd, okay, we might actually have a different way to do this. I'm gonna start with the Yoster over here on A3, get us some copies, and we're gonna set up for the next turn to most likely summon the Yoster next so we can get a health boost over to our heroes. What I don't want to see is the Melia. As I say that. Alright, we'll continue on. Do need to get rid of the Melia because of that large poison damage to our heroes. Gonna go next with the Vampire. Okay, not the spot where we want it to be, but that's fine. Gonna go next with the Grace to get rid of the Melia. So something over here on D1. We'll need the combat plus the random damage to destroy it. And see we get some attack boost over to our heroes. And next turn for sure, probably going to be doing destruction if we can wound any of their other heroes. Going to be summoning either the Yoster or the Mad Scientist, or the Mad Genius to give us a health boost. Okay, so as mentioned, are going to give a health boost. Let me see how much health you actually get off of the attacks. So it gives 9, including itself. And then this one here gives 8. So only 9 versus the... Okay. So in this case, probably enough for that. Could do damage there. Yeah, okay, we can also do that heal skill. That'll help us a lot. So I'm going to actually now go with the Scientist over here on D3. So you can see, we get some health boost over to our heroes. We'll get some health back as well to our Warlord, which will keep us alive. How much poison damage is on this? This has 70, so this will actually be destroyed. But we can take a little bit of damage now. We get a health boost to our heroes every time a Warlord is attacked. So you can see here. Oh, we're just out of damage. That's not good. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, I guess this could work out too. I'm gonna go next with the Yoster over here on what do we call? Over here on D1. Silence these heroes. Okay, we'll get some health back at the end of the turn, which is nice. Okay, we're also getting a health boost as well. So yeah, if we had some way to get rid of the poison, we would actually be in pretty good position now. Damage and ugh. That 190 attacker is no good for us. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. I do like the potential of our heroes staying alive. So as long as we do have that little Mad Genius combo along with the Yoster, should be okay. Because then they actually boost each other. So let's continue. I'm gonna go with the Necrolich over here. Same thing from the previous bout. Because of this Melia that is such a problem. Let's see, we'll have a health boost over there, could do that. Oh, we could protect it, I guess that's not too bad. We'll hold off on our Vampire because we, yeah, we'll hold off on the Vampire because we want to protect this hero as much as we can. So we're gonna summon next the Charn over here on D3. Get some combat damage, get some extra attack runes as well. And then the Rotters helping us block. Ideally now, if we get the Mad Genius, that would work. Just don't like that because we have these extra Rotters, there's less of a chance of the Mental Shield landing on this hero. Okay, these heroes are wounded, those are gone. Damage there, damage there. Okay, we will use our destruction skill to get rid of the Melia and the Boots. So doing our zombie first. Destruction. Okay, health boost. Okay, let's see. Probably gonna go next with the Yoster, because we do need a health boost to our heroes. And we'll summon on the extra attack rune over here on... yeah, summon it over here on the extra attack rune on B1. Okay, so you can see now some more of those extra attack runes been taken away by the Rotters. Know that the Legion gives a health boost once it attacks. Just, I don't remember if it's to the Order heroes only or for all of our heroes. Okay, we have the knock with the poison damage to our heroes. Okay, we did lose that. Let's see. So this will actually be destroyed next turn, which is unfortunate. We do have some combat over here. Go next with the Grace to actually destroy this. Oh, we need to protect this in such a way that... Okay, so we have combat there, damage there. What is over here? I don't see this. Yeah, we need to set this up in such a way that we can have the Legion go for the attacks. So the Grace cannot actually be behind on this bottom lane. So we're going to actually summon it over here on... summon it over here on B2. We'll have a random damage to destroy this hero. And then we'll give an attack boost over to some of our heroes. Some more damage here. Health boost given at the end. As mentioned, this will be destroyed next turn by the poison, unless we do get Mental Shield on it. Oh, I guess they can just summon Mantis for 190. That is no good. All right, we'll do this one more time. We have potential, it's just that we were taking way too much damage and we couldn't protect our heroes as usual. Okay. Okay, so we have scientists. We could do the fields there. Or let's actually start with the... Since these are going to be poisoned anyways, we're going to go with our extra attack runes. Hopefully they can help us set up for something, I guess. Yeah, we're going to be losing these buildings next turn because of that poison skill, as mentioned. This hero, however, will be destroyed only by combat as opposed to poison because it will transform back into a hero. Okay, has some mental shield over there. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, I'm gonna continue and let's see. There. Gonna go next with the Yoster on the extra attack rune to destroy the Mantis. Okay, get some more extra attack runes and some more damage over to the Warlord because of this building here. So now, if we can, let's see, we could get some more Masuras on the board so that way we can get some more health boosts, and then follow it up with the Scientist, hopefully. This one here has the death trigger. There. Poison damage, so 35. Do we need to get rid of this? Yeah, we do need to find a way to actually get rid of this now. Because they're still going to be gaining health. So what we can do is have combat there. I'm going to go next with the health boost to our heroes. And I'm going to summon it on this extra attack rune over here. Placement is going to be very important, so I'm going to go with the extra attack rune. So I don't want to use the destruction skill on simply one hero, so that is why we're holding off. Okay, we also didn't do our Vampire because we didn't want to block the Masura copies from coming out. And so at this point now, poison for that much. Gonna set it up next with the Mad Genius, so that way we can get some more health boost to our heroes, which we can get off of each attack to the Warlord. And who knows, maybe we'll get Mental Shield on the Yoster, and then we're going to have a very good board position. Okay, so we did get the Mental Shield. That is good. Okay, gonna go next with the... Oh boy. So this hero, it has been healing them back to full health. That is fine. Gonna go with the Vampire next, and then go with the Destruction to get rid of these heroes here. Okay, we'll have the Reborn hero here. This one will give health back to the Warlord once poison triggers on our side. A little less than the first hero, Gonna continue on, and let's see, we do want to keep all of these heroes around. So in this case, gonna summon this scientist over here on yeah, we're gonna summon the scientist over here on the extra attack rune on C1, as it does do the adjacent plus health to all of our heroes. We want to summon it in such a way that we get the maximum amount of health boost. So as you see over there, some damage there, and some health there. And we also got some health back to our warlord, so that's very nice. So at this point now, we do need to get rid of this hero because it is dealing the poison damage. As mentioned, we didn't want to use the destruction on just one hero, so that's why we held off. Gonna go next with probably the Grace, because we do need to deal damage to this first. And then also we can start giving them a health boost as well, because it's another female, so that'll help us keep things around. Okay, let's see. Poison, damage. Alright, so we have the Tengu here, gives the negative, sets the attack of our heroes to 1. Gonna go next with the Grace as mentioned. Got combat there. We have no more Masura copies. That is a thing too. Oh, we still have to do it anyways because we need to set up for our Legion. So I'm gonna go with the protection over here. Hopefully our random damage can actually get rid of this Tengu. Which it does. That's good. Get some attack boost as well. Okay, some damage. Okay, some health boosts. Okay, some more health boosts. But again, now we're facing with this hero here. Again, not liking the negative attack happening to our heroes. But we do have those health boosts. The Yoster will die next turn from poison unless protected by the metal shield. Let's see, for the Genius over here, poison will actually still be around. Okay, some full health again. Can we stall out for health here? Is that a possibility? We won't be able to heal enough. That's a problem. Right, so in that case, gonna continue. Gonna summon another one of these scientists and summon it over. We'll summon it over here this time. Right, so we do have health boost. What is giving negative attack? Oh, negative attack is off of our attacks. That's why. Okay. So we do need to find a way to get rid of the melee next that does extra poison damage. Probably next turn we are going to go with our summons to get some combat over to these heroes. Okay, no more mental shield to our heroes now because of the Groot. And also no more extra health boost given here. Go with our summons as mentioned. Not enough combat for that. Combat. Good work. Gonna go next with the Charn on the extra attack rune. So that'll at least be enough to destroy this. Okay. Some damage there. Okay, we'll get some health boost back, but we are now unable to heal off. These will be destroyed. Combat over here. This will be destroyed by poison, most likely. Yep. And even if the protection with the mental shield does happen, we will lose the Charn in in combat here. Alright, so there was potential, but we did lose it because of the Groot and again the amount of melees. So couldn't really do anything, and well, that is the bricks. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to be able to get any more of these rewards. We'll have to improve our squad and also get some heroes that can play around that poison. So yeah, so that was that. Let's get this roll here. All right, cool. So yeah, just a quick recap of today's stream. So we did a little bit of just chatting, as mentioned before. I'm probably going to experiment with it some more and make a couple of visual changes. Also make sure that the chat's working and everything. We did have a lot of drop connections, which is not good figuratively and literally. So we'll troubleshoot that. We also did some world event. So we actually finished the world event today, finished through chapter 3. I had to spend a little bit of gems in order to get the, we had to get the last legendary chest needed in the event shop, and then afterwards spend some for the demigods. But other than that, everything else worked out fine. So we did that. We also did some journey. Couldn't get through that boss because apparently we take way too much poison damage and we're not scaling enough for our health boost. So that is why that has been an issue. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, so we'll be actually streaming next week, and not there won't be a world event, but we'll have some, I believe, Dark Tower, and then some more Divine Arena, and we'll also have some more videos, maybe just some random content during the weekend. I have a couple songs that I'm going to cover. See how that works out. And so yeah, so thanks guys for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, comments, feedback, or concerns, leave a message on Twitch, Discord, or YouTube. The content and streaming schedule is somewhere in the chat. Actually, it might not have even showed up. That's why. Oh yeah, all right. So that is because I made the change from yesterday. So okay, well, that being the case, yeah, check out the about section of the Twitch for the streaming schedule. And yeah, please like and follow on Twitch for the live stream, and then like and subscribe on YouTube for more videos. There's going to be some more, well, world events already done, but hopefully we can do some more journey once we strengthen up our heroes. And then we'll also have some other content as well, Mighty Party and not Mighty Party related. So yeah, hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks for all who helped out. Thanks for all the questions. And yeah, we're having a good time. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend. We'll see you guys later. This is Happy Splasher, signing off.